What's going on, everybody? Today is day 113 of Zero Gambling. I'm sorry I missed last week's video. I was just a little bit busy and I didn't get around to making a video, but we are going strong and we are doing well. We've stayed away from gambling, so that is good. In the last couple of videos, I've been talking about how I started to get some urges, thoughts coming up, but I've been managing them very well. And I can report that I've continued to manage them well. I haven't succumbed. Basically just trying to keep myself busy, never letting any of those thoughts get past the thought stage, being able to just shut it down right then and there in my head, just through basic common sense rationalization, which thankfully, with enough time away from the gambling, the rational voice can start to have more weight and more strength in comparison to the emotional addict's voice, which tells you, screw it, just go and do it anyways. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm gonna tickle in my throat. But yeah, so I've been able to stop those thoughts in their tracks. And like I said, just trying to stay busy, playing guitar, playing chess in my free time in order to give me something, satisfying to focus on, something to give me some sense of progression, some sense of dopamine, and to fill in the time where otherwise I might be bored and prone to gambling. So, yeah, that's going well. I really want to try and focus on putting more effort into marketing and gaining clients for my business. Things have been steady, but I definitely want and need to gain more clients and make more money. And obviously, the more money that I make, the faster that I'll be able to pay down my debt. I have been doing well, although this last month was kind of just a flat month, no progress because tax season. As a self-employed person, I have to pay the taxes, at the end of the year rather than getting a paycheck and having taxes withdrawn by an employer. So, in the last month, basically, my extra money that would have gone to debt otherwise went towards paying what I owe for taxes for the year of 2025. So, anyways, once that's taken care of, which now is done, then we'll be able to get back to paying down the debt. But yeah, want to try to put more time into trying to gain clients, just being more forthcoming, reaching out to people on Instagram and things like that. So that's a goal of mine right now. I'm a bit of a procrastinator when it comes to doing things that are actually productive as far as work or schoolwork or whatever it might be. I tend to kind of put those things off. So I want to get on top of it. Kind of make a daily checklist of things that I want to do in order to accomplish that. So that's kind of my plan. But yeah, aside from that, fitness endeavors are going well. I've been steadily losing weight. I'm almost down. Actually, I'm down 20 pounds now since the end of the holidays after New Year. So moving along well as far as my goals there towards competing this summer. So I have to lose 1.4 pounds per week, every week, up until the competition to be the weight class that I would like to compete in. So, going to keep that going. But yeah, just been a lot more strict with my diet recently and started with a prescribed cardio regimen. So I'm doing 20 minutes every day on the Stairmaster. As well as getting lots of just walking steps in now that the weather's nicer, walking outside more, as well as using my walking pad here at home whenever I get the chance, in between clients or break up the time if I'm sitting here working at the computer. If I'm going to be watching a video, if I'm going to watch YouTube or a TV show, get on the treadmill, watch for, 20 minutes, 30 minutes while I'm walking. And it's a great way to just burn calories and move me closer to my goal. So, yeah, it's nice that I have that to focus on. it's always good to have some kind of you know, a delineation between short and long term goals, right? So there's things that I want to start actualizing just like on a day to day basis, like things I've spoken about before, like going to bed a little bit earlier, waking up at a consistent time every day, even if I don't have clients that morning, still waking up at the same time anyways, right? Being more consistent with the schedule. What I was talking about making a little daily checklist for things that I want to do for my business, right? And then also to have something that's like down the line, maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year from now, that you're working towards, right? So you have things that you have to check off on a daily basis, but you also have something, at the end of the tunnel that's keeping you moving forward, that's keeping your eyes, down the road, moving forward, and which also inspires and motivates you to continue checking the boxes daily, because the boxes daily add up to getting you to that longer term goal. So yeah, for me, fitness is my passion, and it's a good thing to have, keeping me moving forward, keeping me thinking about progress. And when you do see progress, like when you see the scale number coming down, or you see changes in your physique, or whatever your own personal longer term goal might be, once you start taking steps and you actually see that progress coming in, see your fruit, the fruit of your labor, your efforts are paying off. That's the greatest legitimate dopamine hit that you can get, and it's a fantastic feeling. It's the most rewarding feeling in the world, right? Like when you actually accomplish something with your own hard work, and you're dedicated. Maybe you're doing something that's uncomfortable, or that's a little bit difficult, that you'd rather not do. Maybe you're breaking a habit, or maybe you're starting a new habit, right? Our bodies always seek comfort. And in the short term, when we deny it that comfort, well, it makes us uncomfortable. But when you can stick something uncomfortable long enough that you actually start to get that payoff, the gratification is fantastic. So choose something in your life that you want to work towards. If you're dealing with gambling, if you can kind of set a long-term goal and then break down short-term goals of things that you want to do every day to distract yourself and keep you moving towards target, and keep your mind off the gambling and onto that new endeavor, whatever it might be, for me has been beneficial. But yeah, I don't have too much to talk about today. 113 days, which is pretty cool. We're coming up on 4 months, which is amazing. And yeah, goal is to make more money. So that's what we're going to try to do. I hope all of you are doing well. If you're just watching this for the first time, you want to see a little more about my story with gambling, go check out the first video on my page, and please subscribe if you're dealing with the same things, you want to follow on this journey. Please subscribe, drop a comment below, anything you want me to talk about. And as always, the anti-gambling Discord link will be in the comment below as well. So thanks, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Everybody have a great one, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.